you out of your lane and
we're gonna do this
using
again. The
anything
devil
close
is
to
a
you to get your
liar.
peace, but the
Yes,
devil is a liar.
yes, he
I'm a
is.
rest in
Yes, he
God. I bless the
is.
Lord at all times. Give God a shout of praise right now. Well, there's a word of the Lord coming tonight from this great man of God. All right, y'all, because I can flow like that. Okay, let's end it officially. It's my.
I don't know what happened. That other live got cut off, but we're gonna go for it anyway. Yeah, that's hilarious to me. We're going to start all over. So, if you guys are just joining me, I'm going forth with my third segment of the fruits of the Spirit. So, once again, we started with patience, then we went to faithfulness, and then we have gone on to peace, where we are today. It's no sound. Can you hear me now? You got sound today? You got sound? Can everybody hear me? Put a 1 in the box if you can hear me. All right. See, yeah, the devil is a liar. Yeah, we not gonna say why my live was just shut down. We just gonna go forth and be great anyway. And we gonna fix that anyway. We gonna fix that. The devil is a liar, and I will still continue to have peace on today as I started this live off with. So we're gonna start off with, I've been speaking on the fruits of the spirit, and a lot of people don't know the importance of the fruit of the spirit. So in this tearing down of the segments that I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and give you the importance of the fruits of the Spirit, letting you know what the fruits of the Spirit are and how to cultivate those. Being or manifested these fruits of the Spirit makes us more Christ-like. So the importance of the fruits of the Spirit is nothing can separate us from the love of God. So the fruits of the Spirit is where we learn to abide in God's nature. The fruits are the power of God, enabling us to become Christ-like. The fruits of the Spirit is an encounter with a God that leads us into an ongoing experience, which opens us up to the fulfillment of who God is, or Yah, who He is for us. And it becomes a lifestyle that He takes the greatest pleasure in. So we need the fruits of the Spirit. What God is offering to us is His unchanging self, so that we too can be unchanging in our way of life. God never changes. He's always the same. Whatever we do, He loves us in spite of. All He wants us to do is humble ourselves and give ourselves to Him. This means unchanging in our nature and our character, unchanging in the sense of who I am and who I'm going to become, just like Jesus, no matter what occurs. I am unchanging in that desire. We become consistent and constant in our approach to people and circumstances, regardless of whether those are good or bad. When you have or you work in the fruits of the Spirit, you are steadfast. It's your flesh has died. You have given that over to the Lord, and you are walking forth in the destination that He's provided you to do. So there's no more you. So there's no more attitude. If someone is asking you to pray for them, pray for them. That pray for you. If someone is asking you to come out and support, do that. We are supposed to let the light of the Lord shine through us. These are why the fruits of the Spirit are important: to show kindness, to show charity, to show love, to be patient, to be faithful. These are all signs of loyalty, faithfulness. And being faithful and loyal, those go back into when I was talking about patience and the faithfulness of the Lord, and how faithfulness is showing loyalty and reliability, and showing that you are trustfulness in everything that you do. The fruits of the Spirit gives us confidence in His relationship with us. And as we commit ourselves to practicing the fruits of the Spirit, what we're doing is we are sowing into His character and reaping back from His favor. So I'm going to go off into peace, where we are today, and I'm defining it. So peace is a state of being quiet. It is about learning to be calm, to be respectful. It is a freedom from disturbance. It is an ease of mind. It's about stillness and having inclination toward calm, so that walking in a troubled situation, you bring the peace of God with you. You walking in a room should make a difference to the atmosphere. Nobody should be able to say, nobody should be able not to know that you're not working in your ministry. Like I said, when you're saved or when you're living a God-like life, that you don't got to tell nobody. It should be able to shine. They should know. I used to go places and out of all the people, because you guys know I used to sing in the clubs because I'm a performer. It was a job to me. So I didn't partake in the other things. And it would be so funny because people coming in, not knowing that I was the entertainment to this place, would be like, why are you here? What made you come out? I never seen you here before. And I said, I know, because I'm your entertainment for this evening. So even when I would go out into worldly endeavors, I never sang things that were worldly. I would sing songs of encouragement. You guys know I love Lettucey. I sing a lot of Lettucey songs because she's in the midst. She's used to be with Walter Hawkins, and a lot of her songs are not necessarily contemporary, but they're a lot of inspirational, uplifting songs. So I would do that, but I would always stand up. People were like, well, they would come up to me, and I would network, and I would want to go to different places and do different concerts because you guys know that I used to tour with different artists, and I would always get asked, would you come sing at my church? I'm like, I'm just singing at the club. But your light should be able to shine. People should know that you ain't supposed to be here. And then when you are here, I felt I was there for specific reasons. I was there and I would meet those people and we would have long lasting relationships outside of that because that was just a part of who I was at that point because it was a job to me. Peace is about being undisturbed, untroubled, content, composed, free from strife, and all the things I have described are encounters and experiences that make us more Christ-like. I started to delve into the fruits of the Spirit because a lot of us may be lacking those things. I'm sorry, guys, my nose is running. Okay, I'm back. We lack those things. Humility, being patient, being faithful. We lack those things. And how can you lack those things when you're supposed to be striving to be Christ-like? These are the foundation. These are the things that set God apart because he loves you in spite of everything. He is there. He's faithful. He's reliable. He's dependable. He's loyal. He's never going to leave you nor forsake you. So these are the attributes of God. The fruits of the Spirit are the attributes from God. We want to be Christ-like, so we should manifest these things. And in so doing in my research, I realized that I lack in certain areas. I lack patience. And like I said, God will put you in a position that you have nothing to do but be patient, like in what we are now, COVID-19. You can't do nothing but wait on it. Can't wait. You got to wait it out. You have to be patient. You have to be settled in your situation, settled in your spirit, settled in your mind. And then we have faithfulness because in my being settled in my mind and being patient, I know that you're faithful and you're going to make sure that all my needs are supplied in that sense. And then at the same thing that we're going to peace in your patientness and your being in your patient and being patient and in your faithfulness, you should have the peace of the Lord upon you, knowing that you don't have anything to worry about. I'm sitting here worried and being in fear because you can't pray and be fearful. You're either going to pray and turn it over or you're going to be fearful. And that's a sin in itself. We have to stand on the promise that God has given us. And he's ever so faithful. And we need to be so also in our walk life. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Emma Shanti, everybody that's coming in. My first live got thrown off. I don't know why, but we're going to still go forth with the fruits of the Spirit and cultivating the fruits of the Spirit. So I said that I was lacking peace. I'm a person that I like to fix things. So I'm not settled. I'm not a person that you be like, oh, she's calm or she's reserved. That's not me. I'm that person that's always going to stand out or I'm going to say something. And I said, that's something that I do lack because my mind is forever going. So I said, that's something that I want to work on. You need to know how to cultivate the fruits of the Spirit. And peace is one of my weaknesses. Patience is one of my weaknesses. So in my study, I'm also encouraging and trying to lift myself up so that I could operate properly in my ministry. So I've really got into the fruits of the Spirit and going off into patience, as you guys said. I said before, if you missed on it, is the quality of being able to preserve under pressure or persevere under pressure with a good heart and mind. It's about endurance without complaint, not easily provoked. See, I got to work on that. I'm easily provoked because I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to let nobody run over me. But we have to know that being patient, you don't have to say something right then. Think it out. Think about what you say before you say it, because a lot of things, once you say it, is there, you can't take it back. Having calm and being even tempered. a quiet persistence, and everybody knows that I'm not quiet. So I got to work on that. The fruits of the Spirit are the attributes that God regularly practices in his relationship with us. So God is patient. He's ever so patient. He waited forever for you to get your life together. He's patient in your wrongdoing and your slip ups. He's faithful. Just because you messed up, just because you made it doesn't mean that the Lord isn't. He's always there. It's us who depart from it. Just think of God and practice the fruits of the Spirit. Where would we be? Because he gave the ultimate sacrifice because he loved us. If he was selfish, we wouldn't even be here. He died especially just for us. All of these things work for us and compel us to become Christ-like. If they work for us in some hugely brilliant way, then we are also able to work against the enemy. So not only is this an attribute for us, it's a strength for us in our daily life, and it's also a strength for us through working against the attack that the enemy has set upon us. So just a rewind or update on what we're doing, patience, Mark 1 and 13. That's what we were with patience. So go back and read that. And faithfulness, we read Hebrews 11 and 1. In your faithfulness, you need to be consistent, unceasing, keeping your promise, unwavering. Faithfulness, that's good. All that goes with trustworthiness. What is that? See, the opposite of faithfulness is being untrustworthy, being a liar, being double-minded. Those are the things. So we need to know what they mean to make sure that we are not operating in any of those things. You can't be doubtful. You can't be a doubting Peter. You have to stand on the Lord's word and know that he is ever faithful. And then we were at peace today. And there's a ton of scriptures for peace. We got Galatians 5 and 22, Hebrews 12 and 11, 1 Peter 3 and 11, and 1 Peter 5 and 7. Doing all this research, it made me go into cultivating the traits of the Spirit while we're establishing these are the reasons why we have to establish a personal relationship with the Lord so that we can cultivate the fruits of the Spirit. We're fully operating in what we're supposed to be doing, because you don't want to sin and not know. The Bible says to know and still continue to do is you bring condemnation on yourself. So we want to go forth and know that we are operating in our proper place. I was trying to stay on a little bit longer today, but I'm having technical difficulties. I got shut off. I had no sound. I don't know. But although everything is going on, we're still going to go forth and be grateful in everything and be grateful for today. I haven't been on for a while. I got to get back because I'm all out of order, nothing working for me. But it's okay. My words still won't forth. I want you guys to get in your Bible and look up the fruits of the Spirit and study with me so that you come on and you may have some questions. Hey, Mayday. Hey, Paranormal. That you can ask, or because we're going through this. This is going to be our segments and our study guide. So we're going to do an afternoon inspiration, and I want you guys' opinion. If you have any questions on the things that are going on when you're reading, any misunderstandings, come on here. We can work it out together. We're all learning and we're all growing together. I'm having all these issues today, but amen. So I do not own the rights to this music, and we're going off with my life. I do not own the rights to this music. It is Alicia Page Brooks, my pastor. You guys go forth on today, and may the peace of the Lord stay and sit upon you. Good afternoon. Everybody that came on today, Terry and Shanti, Tanya, Paranormal, Nana, and my mom, Etha, Tanya, Danielle, Anointed, I'm trying to remember people that wasn't here, Frederick, White Tupac, everybody go forth and be great. Have a great afternoon. And when I come on tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit better. See, it's going to be a little bit better. When you get out of the round of things that kind of sets you back, it made me start over like I did my first slide. But we're going to get it together. They worked with my audio. They shut me down, but I'm still going forth in the message that I'm supposed to give. So go forth and be great. And until next time, keep your mind on the prize. It's Jesus Christ.